Hey, this is the Homestead gardening series, and I'm just going to share with you guys an overview of the garden on what's been growing since I planted it on August 1st. Today is September 1st. Look at the providence of the garden for 1 month. We'll be right back. Hello, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. Did a lot of work on the garden this season. On August 1st, I went and planted a bunch of vegetables that will go into the fall season. And this is 1 month's worth of growth. Let me show you. In this bed over here, starting over here on this far side, I've got broccoli. I've got beets. I've got a variety of radish crops growing here, root crops along with turnips. They're growing right here. And over here I have little cauliflower starts. And check out what's growing on my big climber here. These are cucumbers. Yeah, some of them are ready to harvest. I see 3 right now that I can harvest. I'm not going to pickle this year because I've got an overabundance of pickles. We're just going to chop these up and throw them in salads and eat them. Part of my reasoning for that is not many grew in time to do a harvest and pickling. I just have a few in here. They're okay for salads. So going to this bed, I have a different form of cucumber. I've got a couple in there that I can harvest right now. And then I've got a whole bed of carrots that I planted. I am determined to grow some carrots. I also have some cabbages growing over here, and hopefully they'll do well because they are a cold weather crop. Down here in this bed, I've got, of course, gladiolas. They're blooming like crazy. I have some dill growing down here between the gladiolas. And I do have some more radish growing right here in this bed. I planted a bunch of onions here, and I started some more cabbage. I've got 4 cabbage plants that actually came up and survived. So I have a total of about 8 cabbages. So I think that'll be enough. Then I have a volunteer tomato. I did not plant any tomatoes this year, but then I have some lettuce growing over here and some other, it looks like volunteer, I think those are Brussels sprouts that I've got growing over there. That's okay. Brussels sprouts are good. A few cucumbers over here growing up the trellis. And then on this side, cucumbers didn't do too good. I really have to fortify my soil over here to make sure my cucumbers are going to be doing okay. I got some turnips growing in here. I love roasted turnip or boiled turnip. And then back up over here, we've got some white gladiolas planted and growing, and I've got some potatoes growing. There is nothing planted in here. I'm saving this for planting for my fall going into winter crops. See how I plan that? And then over on this bed, you see the comfrey. We shared it with you before in an earlier video. It's got blooms. I pulled some seeds off of there hoping to grow some more. I'm going to go ahead and start cutting leaves off, wrapping them in twine and hanging them probably in the barn to let them dry out and feed them to the livestock throughout the winter months, because comfrey is one of those medicinal plants for humans, and it's also really nutrient rich or dense foods for the livestock. They'll eat what they need and they'll go on and forage on some other things. I planted a bunch of cucumbers here because I had some extra seeds. We're just going to see what that does. And then over here on the end, I got one lone beet that I planted at the beginning of summer. I'm going to go ahead and harvest that beet. And my string beans, my green beans, did not do well at all this year. Not sure why. I only ended up with 4 beans that sprouted and are attempting to grow up that trellis. Yeah, I think this next year I'll try getting a head start on green beans in the greenhouse now that the greenhouse is finished. And then of course in that back bed back there, we've got zucchini. I've got 4 zucchini plant lined out back there, and hopefully we'll get a zucchini harvest before winter sets in. We'll see. It's really hot and muggy right now. We've had a lot of rain overnight. First rain we've had in a long time. And let's not get out of here before I show you my grapes. These are my Catawba grapes. They are a red grape. Catawba I made some wine from these last year. Oh, and it made a really, really good wine. It's not ready right now. We're still waiting for the all the grapes that turned red. And then I'm going to be buying some purple grapes, or blue grapes, which is the Concord variety. And we're going to grow it on the fence over here in the backyard. But let me take you down and show you my Niagara grapes. Yeah, this is my Niagara grape. Oh my gosh, this is the biggest. Last year, I think I only got one little clump of grape out of it. This year, it looks like I can probably get maybe a pint of juice, maybe a quart of juice out of these. They're ready. Yeah. I need to get these harvested and get them pressed and make some juice out of them. Don't want to make jelly because we just don't do sugar anymore. But I'll do natural juices, and I'll probably ferment these into wine. Anyway, that's my overview on the garden, on the growth. It's done for me up here in the Cascade Ranges in 1 month. Planted on August 1st, and today is September 1st. This is a complete whole month's worth of growth on this garden from the variety of vegetables I did plant in our little microclimate up here. Yeah, you got up here in Oregon in the mountains, you got to pay attention to your microclimates and determining what you can grow where. Anyway, I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. We're a frugal homestead tucked high in the Cascade Ranges of the Pacific Northwest. Please stay tuned to more videos. You could do that by subscribing and clicking that bell icon that alerts you to new videos as I upload them. Give us a thumbs up and click that share button. Sharing my videos on your social media platforms helps grow the channel. We need the channel to grow to help us with more adventures on the homestead. Yeah. Be safe, always be kind. We'll see you guys in our next adventure. Bye-bye now.